And there's your recipe on the screen. Okay, so there's the vegetables presented nicely for you on my board. And that's the star, the pig cheeks. Got the cider and chicken stock at the back. This is after I've prepared the vegetables. The potato is going to get cut in half much later for the last half hour of cooking. Everything else is prepared, chopped or cut into pieces. I forgot to show you the olives. They go in there too, so there's them. Season both sides of the pork cheeks generously with salt and black pepper. So this dish comes from the town Orvieto in Italy. Traditionally it will be done with chicken, but I thought, no, let's try the old pork cheeks. These are delicious. And it worked. It was a triumph, by the way. Anyway, so once you've given them a good season, heat the pan, olive oil in there. That's already hot, but I've got it turned down then to about medium heat. Because these pork cheeks are going to take a good 10 minutes for you to get a really nice colour on them. It's quite important that, because you're actually creating an extra layer of flavour. It's got nothing to do with sealing in flavour, that's a load of rubbish. But it is important to take your time over this. Shut the door to wherever your smoke alarm is, because that'll be triggered. Right, those are just about there now. Very happy with the colour I've got on those. The pan has got a nice fond on the bottom, so that's going to add another level of flavour to this dish. So quickly get those out, let them rest on the side, and then quickly get in your vegetables. I've got the fennel, the onion, and the garlic going in there. Yeah, that's it. I've left the potatoes and the lemon until later on, and the olives. So just use the vegetables to deglaze the pan a little bit, but then we're going to chuck in the cider. Here it comes. All right, my lover. That's a proper West Country cider, that is. And the chicken stock, what I did make. Now, if you want to use a stock cube, absolutely fine. I won't tell. You just might want to check later on when you come to seasoning it to go easy on the salt, or maybe a bit less salt on the pork cheeks to start off with. I've got some thyme and rosemary, sage leaves, bay, anything like that would be very, very nice in this. I didn't make a bouquet garni. I was going to, then I couldn't be arsed. But we can just fish out those little bits of stalks later on. So there you go. Let them simmer for a little while, and then back in with the cheeks, plus those resting juices. I've got a very nice lid for this saucepan, so that's what I do now. I put the lid on. In a minute, sorry, got ahead of myself. Olives, get the olives and the lemon in, then I'm going to put a lid on, turn it way down low, and let that simmer for between an hour to 2 hours potentially. You go back and you check on them. This is an hour and a half, okay, and I'm happy with them. You'll be able to see there they are just sort of at the breaking point, but not falling apart. I'm very happy with that. The potatoes have got to be cooked yet, so what I do now is, you could have half an hour before put the potatoes in, or 20 minutes before, and I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk the potatoes being ready and the pork cheeks still being tough, so this is why I did it this way. So again, lid on, heat down low. That was about another 20 minutes, but you just go back and you check. Testing here with a knife. Yep, definitely ready. So I pop those pork cheeks back in. About halfway through I tasted it, and it was a little bit bitter from the pith from the lemons. So I took them out. What I would do, because when I've done this before with chicken, it doesn't cook as long. So there's a very nice, pleasant level of bitterness. If I do this again with a slow cooking piece, I wouldn't put the pith in at all. I would put just the zest and the juice in. Alright, finishing with a bit of parsley. Obviously you have a taste, you season it, you adjust the seasoning if you need to. Oh, a yum. So I just choose a bowl. This is somewhere between a broth and a stew. It's not a thickened gravy. It's deliberately left like this. You know, it's loose. A bowl is necessary, I would say. And that is a very generous portion as well. 3 whole cheeks. Oh, I don't think you need anything to go with it. I mean, you might want a bit of crusty bread to soak up some of the juices afterwards, but that is good to go. Very nice dish. Definitely worked. I'm very happy with it. I would say it sings of spring, summertime. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. I hope you like this one. Hope you give it a go. Please let me know in the comments any questions you have. We're happy to engage with you there. Thank you to anyone that's subscribed recently. It's gone up a little bit. Very much appreciating that. And here we are, just demonstrating to you how tender it is. And it is actually, I think I made it look a little bit tougher than it was there. So I thought what I'll do in a minute, I'll just use the fork and I'll squish a little bit. And anyway, it was very tender. I don't want my pork cheeks absolutely falling apart. You know, if you do go too far and they break up, it's not the end of the world. But I like to actually see them as well. Anyway, that was yum. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.